product? Product. What is product? Oil is a product. Aluminum is a product. Gas is a product. What is a product? What constitutes a product? It's easy for us to just never think about this really, and until we start developing our own product. I don't know how many of you have attempted to develop your own product. And any product starts with an idea, and you have the idea, you believed in it, you tried to develop it, and you never got it off the ground. Why? It was a great idea, but you couldn't get it off the ground. Why? You thought it was a good idea, your family thought it was a good idea, the friends you talked to thought it was a good idea, but you could not get it off the ground. Have you thought about this? I venture to say there are probably most of us have an experience, have a dream. Have a dream, yeah, they have a dream too. And that dream is to have their own thing going. Your company, your own product, your own this or that, their own brand. I don't think that there would be one person that would not say, yeah, I have that. I might not talk about it or I don't believe in it anymore, but yeah, I had such a thing, but I have something. I think it's inherited in it. Coming back to what is a product really starts with how we look at it from the very beginning. It's like a child. Every product starts with the idea. Some of us, when they have an idea, they go home, make a note of it, and then they make then a sketch, then a drawing, then a cat drawing, and it becomes a product. It may take 3-4 years, but that's how they handle an idea into a product. Everybody has an idea. Everybody. And I don't know how many people I have come across that after the product comes out they say, oh yeah, I know about that too. And most likely they have. But there's somebody who did something about it. And that's what we want to really get to focus in now. How do you get an idea, a concept off the ground that it becomes a product, a valuable product? And there's a certain science to it, there's a certain art to it, a certain process to it. And I think that the most important element most likely is the attitude you bring into this development process. At some other time, we will talk about that development process. It has really three pillars that support the entire process of taking an idea, contemplating the alternatives, and then honing and build the best alternative into a valuable product. And once you see how the process works, and once you understand how these three simple elements need each other, and how they kind of lock you onto a path in a good way, that in the end you have only one way to go, and that is to build a successful product. It's that beautiful. It's that beautiful. But we must put our brain activities to use to achieve that state. And that's why for the next few minutes you will see my product. What I consider is a product. It is three-dimensional, two-dimensional in the paintings. It is three-dimensional. You can touch it, you can smell it, you can look at it, you can imagine it big, small. I imagine it in helicopter views. Don't worry about how are these things built. This is totally irrelevant. It's a 3D image of one person's imagination turned into a 3D footprint, which turns into a 3D model. Boom, 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 boom. And with today's technology, especially how we can take a simple image, a ring, an imprint of something, and create it into a 3D image that you then can build into any size you desire. And once you understand the principle behind, you can basically take any image in your head and somehow you will find a way, maybe not on your own, but you will find the way to build the physical structure of what in your mind is a mental skeleton. And for that purpose I show you these various 3D images I built over a period of time, and which at this time can be made smaller, bigger, refined, adopted, changed, improved, built upon.